everybody. I have a question for you. Have you ever said to yourself, well, if so-and-so would just XYZ, my life would be better? And I'm just going to say, you're probably not correct about that. I never like to say someone is wrong, but incorrect sounds, it's a softer term. And so, if you have ever uttered those words, you're not alone, because I've uttered them as well. And I remember saying, well, if my dad would just stop drinking, my life would be better. If my kids would just come back, oh, I would be complete. If my sister would be kinder to me, I would have more joy. If my ex-husband would soften his blow, I would have an easier go at it. And the truth is what I'm stating is not incorrect. But it's me trying to control someone else. And when I think about the situations that I've been in, I can say, well, I've chosen to be in them. I stayed. And it wasn't until I accepted them for who they are and took the steps to separate myself from said situation, then and only then did my life improve slightly. And you say, well, if you get out of a situation that's not healthy for you, of course it's going to improve. But to be honest with you, I chose to be in certain situations because of my worth at the time. In the military, I was sexually assaulted, which meant I believed I was garbage, and I chose to be intimate with people who treated me as such. So every place I landed and every situation I chose to be in was according to my worth, value, and position in this world. And even if someone stops drinking, or your ex starts being kind to you, or your kids stay in your life, the one person you still have to deal with is yourself. So I can say, well, so-and-so is treating me badly, and that might be the case. But a lot of people would say, well, if someone treated me like that, I wouldn't be there, but I didn't have that mindset at the time. So what did I have to do? I could continue to blame other people, or I could say, you know what, there's something not wired correctly in me, so let's go to therapy, figure it out, and so I can start to raise up. And if you look at one of those limbo games where you go backwards under the pole, my limbo stick was so high that I allowed anything to get I allowed any kind of treatment through. And all of a sudden you had to lower the stick, and less behavior kept sneaking on in. And finally, when I looked at myself, and I said, gosh, I'm good enough, smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. And not only that, I deserve to be treated well. And even if someone has not been kind to me in the past, it doesn't mean other people won't be in the future. So it took a while. But then I had to kind of break up with myself. I had to break up with my old self and my old way of thinking, otherwise known as stinking thinking. And I had to say, you know what, you're a nice person. And I didn't think I deserved a diamond-studded tiara, although that would be wonderful. But I said, now that I realized why I'd been making certain choices, I have to reframe and start living different, and then start putting that into practice. So I was single for a long time, about, I don't know, number of years before I met my husband. I became comfortable in my own skin, and I started raising my value in this world, and when I met my husband, I knew I had met my best friend. So here I am today. I am not perfect, but now that I'm rewired, I can see the warning signs when I'm around someone that makes me feel uncomfortable. Why? Because it reminds me of how I was treated in the past, and that definitely isn't my today or my future. So when you get better, you want to be around less germs. That's all there is to it. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I will be back.